pick up chert nodules, they'll pick up something like this, and they'll do what we call testing. And you can see that there are flakes taken off. There's a flake here, and a flake here. Then on this side, there are flakes driven down in several places. But they decided they didn't like it. And normally when you take these flakes off, you're either heading toward a tool shape, or you'll take these flakes off and then use the flakes for something else. In this case, they didn't like it, so once they took a few flakes off, they went, eh, and so they just threw that away. So, and the reason they take these flakes off is to reduce the amount of material, and they'll frequently try and make quarry blanks or preforms, and they'll carry that away. So you've taken all of this chert and reduced it into a manageable size that you can carry around. Some of the characteristics of flakes are what we call a bulbar percussion. This flake's been hit right there, and it's resulted in this little bulbar percussion. You can see it's bulbous in both directions. You know, if you hit like a pane of glass with a BB, you'll take out a cone, a perfect cone. Well, this is not a perfect medium, so it doesn't make a cone, but it tries to make that cone. And then when it eventually flattens out, and then removes the rest of this as flakes. And you can see the little ripples that result from the removal of that flake. And this is the reason we can tell this is man-made is there are multiple flakes taken off in sequence from the material. And this is a core that's subsequently been used as a battering, what we call a hammerstone. And all these little points then on the upper surface, on that one and on this one, are the result of battering and probably in manufacturing another kind of tool. So like if you're making an axe, once you've chipped it into shape, you'll peck the outside surface, and that's probably what generates these kinds of batter marks on these tools.
Okay. And then over here, you were telling me, now this is what you have to go through to look for, what, flakes?
Everything, anything that's cultural in this, we go through and we sort the material out. So there will be tool fragments and there will be chert flakes, but we also look for the angular chert in here. Some of this stuff is what we call thermal shatter. So like this is very angular and it's changed color, and so we know it's been heated up and cooled down too quickly. And so when that fractures, it fractures, and we call it thermal fracture, and that's what that is. And so we're trying to identify that material as well. So we're counting and weighing the gravel that's part of this. The site is actually on a gravel bar, and so we've got a lot of gravel to go through.
And now, me just looking at this, most of that looks like gravel. Am I wrong?
Most of that is gravel.
Okay.
This is a chert flake fragment right there, so that'll go over there. And but there are some flakes in here. That's a flake fragment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a flake fragment.
That looks like one. Is that? Am I right?
Actually, no. That's thermal shatter.
That's thermal shatter. Okay.
And, but there's an awful lot of other material in here, but a lot of it's just gravel. And so we go through that, count it, and weigh it, and then we throw the gravel away. So.
And how much gravel do you have to go through from, let's say, the Palmyra sites?
I'm guessing 8 to 10 tons of gravel, probably. So
you're going to be here a while.
It probably won't take more than about 2 months. So it's not that long.
All right.
It's not that long.
Larry, thank you.
You bet.